the symbolism of yagna. Yagnas and yagas are important part of Vedic worship. The karma kanda part of the Vedas talk about these particular kind of rituals. Now, yagas are those rituals which a person does personally, an individual worshipping the Lord. These are the yagas which anybody can do by himself. There's another type of worship known as the yagna. The yagna is a worship which we all get together into. So this form of worship is symbolic of what we ought to do in life itself. It is merely a representation or a reminder of how we should be living our lives. Yagnas represent, symbolize the spirit of cooperative endeavor. To do a yagna, you begin with a kund. You make a trough out of bricks, and that's your yagna kund. Now, in this, the fire is lit. And in olden times, people would bring things from their homes or grains and whatever and add it into the sacred fire, and the fire would rise. Fire god, as it were, would rise up and bless the participants. And then eventually all that fuel would get consumed by the fire, and the participants would take that ash, which is known as vibhuti, and apply it to their foreheads. Now, this word vibhuti is interesting because the word vibhuti means glory. So though it's ash, it's considered their glory. And having finished the yagna, they would go then to a temple and take darshan of the Lord. This was the ritual. Now, this is all indicative of being able to work together. The kund represents a field of activity. It could be a family, it could be an organization, it could be a sports team, it could be a building, a cooperative society. But the yagna kund represents that field of activity. And everybody coming and putting in their little bit symbolizes how everybody participates in it. If it was an organization, then the peon does what the peon does, and the steno does what the steno should be doing, and the managing director does whatever the managing director should be doing. Each person comes and puts in his bit. If we work together like this, if we work together as a team, if we all get together and work for a higher cause in life, then that unit will flourish. That organization, that family, that team, whatever it is, it will flourish. That's what is symbolized by the fire god rising up and blessing us. And not only is there this material flourishing, but also that fuel that we put into it, whatever we had to offer, we put into it. That fuel itself gets consumed by that sacred fire, and it becomes ashes. Meaning what? That our desires get burnt when we work for a higher cause in life. And that is the 3 stripes we put: physical desires, emotional desires, intellectual desires. All 3 desires get conquered, as it were. And when we do that, we gain darshan of the Lord. So the whole act of yagna is symbolic of the fact that when we work together in a spirit of cooperative endeavor, in a spirit of service, in a spirit of being able to work together, doing things together, then not only do we get that material progress, material prosperity, but also we attain to spiritual growth.